Met this chick and it was crazy, sweetest girl I've ever known. Someone put me in the picture. Wasn't a girl, it was a clone. Water downer. Wasn't a girl, it was a clone.
2020. 2020.
Yo, I ate this weird burger made of something they recycle, and my hair was green as seaweed.
Do I care?
It's kinda wiggy and I dig it.
Do I care?
It's kinda wiggy and I dig it. Dig it.
2020. 2020.
Nothing is natural, and that's official. Everything here is artificial. What a future! What a future! Yeah.
The Substitute.
Who was Aristotle? Was he some relation of Harry Potter?
Silence in class. Stan, next question. What's the definition of a polygon?
That's easy. A polygon is a guy that has more than one wife, right?
This is your last chance. Who was Alexander the Great?
Wasn't he a quarterback for Miami Dolphin?
Return to your desk. Your history grade is 0.
But it's true, they signed him from the Green Bay Packers.
I'm in no mood for jokes. Go to your seat.
He was on the winning side in the Lunar Super Bowl of 2012. Honestly, sir, I'm not making it up.
Stan, I want you out of my sight. Stan!
What's the problem, man? Didn't you say you wanted me out of your sight? Well, what did you expect me to do?
I've had enough of your disruptive behavior. You will copy out the following sentence 1,000 times. I will no longer mock, ridicule, or lampoon the educational efforts of my teacher.
I will not mock, ridicule, or lampoon. Whoa, serious wordage. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste.
And just this once, you can write it out by hand with an old-fashioned pen and paper.
By hand? Come on, man. That's a violation of my human rights.
And I don't want to hear a squeak out of the rest of you either, you bunch of delinquents. I'm going to give you so much homework your hard drives will melt.
Mr. Braun is getting to be a real pain in the neck.
Yeah, it's not fair. Whenever he gets in a bad mood, he has to take it out on us.
It would never happen if Stan wouldn't wind him up so much. Yeah, I'm so annoyed with him. He's the one who's to blame. We have so much homework to do tonight, and I hate that. It's so disastrous for a girl's manicure. Hey, check it out, guys. Here comes Leslie.
Hey, is Stan still inside doing his lines?
Yeah, poor kid. I think it's probably the first time in his life he's even used a pen. 1,000 lines. I think Mr. Braun really had it out for him
this time. Give me that can, Leslie. Whoa, I need this. 3 hours solid writing. Oh, that feels better. That Mr. Braun isn't a human being. He's an evil, bald-headed alien.
We were just saying how mean he's been recently.
I think I'm getting one of my brilliant ideas. Leslie, Roman, let's go over to my place.
No, dude, I'd rather hang out with Alice. I think we got something going on between us.
That thing is space.
Huh?
And as much of it as possible.
We're in the school's central computer, and it's all mine. Here we go. I got access to the file of Mr. Jonathan Braun.
Oh, dude, you just did all that writing and you still want to do more?
A few subtle alterations and I'm done.
Stan, you know what you're doing isn't right.
Finished. It may not be right, but it's the only way of getting Mr. Braun out of our hair forever.
The director asked me to come in especially early today. He says we have to talk about my curriculum. He probably wants to congratulate me on my spotless record. You wait here, Arnold. I'll be right back. Good morning.
Mr. Braun, I've just been over your files. I'm sorry I didn't get around to it sooner.
It's very kind of you to say so, sir. I don't like to boast.
What I mean is that if I'd read it earlier, I would have saved me the trouble of firing you now. I've never beheld such a scandalous document in my life.
I don't understand.
You're a cheat and a fraud and a disgrace to your profession. You've been thrown out of every school you've ever worked in. And worst of all, you copy your exam questions from other teachers.
There's been a terrible mistake.
Exactly. My mistake was hiring you. You're fired.
No! How can you do this to me? At least you could turn around and say it to my face. All these years and no one even knows what you look like.
I haven't seen you either, nor do I want to. And as I'm told, you're very ugly. Goodbye. Those fools, none of them suspect that the principal of this school has always been me, Supercomputer XP8. I've been careful up to now, but the time has come to act boldly. As a substitute for Braun, I'll initiate Super Project Super Teacher, as designed by my creators, EF Enterprises. Ha 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 ha!
Yoo-hoo! Yippee! Excellent!
What's going on around here?
Didn't anybody tell you they fired old Mr. Braun? Yeah! Yippee!
Party time! I did it!
With classes like this, I could get to like school.
No kidding, and with no Mr. Braun, we're gonna have a ball. Yippee! Woohoo!
Good morning, children. I'm the teacher who'll be replacing Mr. Braun. It's great to meet all of you. Now let's get introduced. My name is Max. So what's up, kids? Now, I know we're going to get along just fine together, but if I could have your attention.
Silence! I asked you all to pay attention.
Hi!
Hey!
Don't you know that violence is wrong, boy? In my class, order and discipline will rule. Don't think of yourselves as pupils. Think of yourselves as studying machines. You may enter.
Get your artificial arms, bionic legs. Check them out. They're fresh today.
How could this happen to me? I'm out of a job. I haven't got a dime to my name. I've got nothing. Zilch, nada. I don't even have a single hair to cover the top of my head. I don't know what went wrong, or where I can go, or what I can do.
Hey, bud, don't you see the sign? No weeping and no wailing. You gotta be happy in this city. The law says so. You just earned yourself a $20 fine.
Oh, right, that's all I needed. Nothing goes right for me. I'm such a loser.
So, we got a persistent offender, huh? Okay, make that another $20. Take this and leave him alone. Hey, tell me, aren't you the guy who teaches my son Roman?
I was, but now I'm just an ex-teacher with no hair and no future to speak of.
Come on, get up. You come and work in my cyber cafe. I always need people to wait tables. Don't hang your head like that.
Do not hang those heads. Stick those chests out.
No, Alice, that's not what he meant at all.
Hopeless bunch of slackers, you're no good for anything. But I'll straighten you out just to see if I don't.
Straighten us out, huh? Looks more like he wants to grind us down.
Did I hear you say something, you nasty uncombed little hairball?
No, sir. At your command, sir.
I'm starting to wonder if your idea was so great after all.
Come on, he's just trying to impress us. Anyway, nothing could be worse than Mr. Braun.
Keep it up, keep it up! General laps, move it along, kids!
There's one thing worse than Mr. Braun, and that's Arnold's gym class.
Come on, lift those knees up! This looks like a fitness session for geriatrics. Arnold, do you mind? I'm going to take over this class. No buts. I have the principal's permission, I'll have you know, to do exactly as I see fit.
Great, he'll be an improvement on Arnold.
This has gotta be a joke. He can't seriously expect us to go through those obstacles.
Come on, you pack of wasters. Over the obstacles, on the double. Faster. You want your synthetic snacks at break time? Well, you have to earn them. Come on, girl. Get up there.
You still think your plan was so excellent?
Ugh, looks like this guy will stop at nothing.
What's the matter, Butterball? I won't tolerate clumsiness in my class. 100 push-ups right now.
100.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say 100? What I meant was 200.
What an odd case! He makes my sergeant in the Marines look like an old softie.
Hey, Thomas, 3AF Colo's over here. That was some gym class. He nearly wiped us out.
Max is a psychopath.
Yeah, I got cramps everywhere, even in my eyelashes.
3 colas coming up.
Thanks, Mr. Braun. Mr. Braun, what are you doing here?
Right, you know, life has its ups and downs.
Well, listen up. This table's a disgrace. When are you gonna give it a wipe?
I don't see what's so funny, Stan. I want Mr. Braun to come back. Max is a monster.
A monster? I'm telling you, that guy's the Antichrist.
Well, I'm more than a match for him. My arms are so tired I can hardly lift them to type. That's weird. I can't seem to get inside the school's database.
In that case, we'll just have to go there in person.
That idea's completely screwy. But you know what? I like it.
Yoo-hoo!
Huh?
Hey, handsome, have you got the time?
Sure thing, beautiful. It's 9:30.
Hey, handsome, have you got the time? Hey, handsome, have you got the time? Hey, handsome, have you got the time? Hey, handsome,
Huh?
have you got the time?
Oh,
Hey,
no,
handsome,
it's
have
just
you
one
got
of them
the time?
holograms.
Hey, handsome, have you got the time?
My new holo projector's pretty cool, huh?
Shh, keep it down. It's the principal. What's he doing here? It's the middle of the night.
He's more funny than the mayor's statistics.
What next, underground laboratories? Secret compartments? Whoa! Ooh! Wow, look who it is!
I knew it! He's not a human, he's a cyborg!
Prototype Z22, the super teacher. So tell me, children, do you like him?
Well, Mr. Principal, how do you want me to deal with these meddling brats?
They know too much for their own good. Far too much. Perhaps we can resolve this. Max, make an exception for these students and relax your discipline. In return, you will promise not to breathe a word of this to anyone on pain of death.
Okay, sure. We'll be silent as a grave. We promise.
Speaking of graves, make sure you keep your word, otherwise you'll find yourselves sharing an unmarked one. Come on, you miserable little retrobates. Let's get those underdeveloped little brains into gear now, shall we? This third-order quadratic equation ought to be a piece of cake. Still not finished. The solution is staring you in your face, you bunch of lemons. And what's the matter with you?
You see, sir, anything more difficult than a 2-figure sum and she breaks out into a rash.
Well, until you finish that equation, you're not leaving this room.
I mean, like,
This is the best. We're guaranteed to get good grades.
You know, I think this is the most relaxing math session I've ever sat through.
Why doesn't Max say something to Stan and Leslie? I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Come on, keep your guard up. I'm gonna make real citizens out of you lily-livered brats. That's if any of you get through high school alive. Come on, defend yourself. Sorry, you failed the exam. Ha, ha, ha. Well then, who's next? Yes, you, boy. Your padding will stand you in good stead.
This is the life.
It's excellent.
You got it.
And how did those 3 get away with it? Something fishy is going on around here.
I don't know, Stan. I feel bad about this. Those guys are suffering.
Mommy!
Just be glad it's not you, Leslie.
Oh my god, this is the hardest homework assignment of all time.
I hate that teacher.
What's wrong, Margaret? Oh, math. Oh, that's simple. Just find the value of n, you see?
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Braun.
Oh, there's nothing to it, really. It wasn't Frankenstein who invented the lightning conductor. It was Benjamin Franklin.
Oh, really? Thanks, Mr. Braun.
Oh, you're welcome, Simon. If you need any more help, let me know, okay?
Hey, you know, I think I really misjudged Mr. Braun. He's a nice guy at heart, don't you guys agree?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe what we did was kinda unfair.
What we did? What you did?
Aha! I just knew that you'd turn out to be behind all this, Stan.
Yeah, but he's gonna put things right again. Isn't that so, Stan?
Well, since you ask so nicely.
Yoo-hoo! Have you got the time, handsome?
I'm not falling for that one, so you can just scram. You're nothing but a hologram. Huh? Whoa!
Whatever happened to good manners?
Come on, we got no time to waste.
Oh, 51. Oh, 52.
Come on, you can have a rest when you get to 100.
Poor kid, Max has still got him doing push-ups.
53.
That's going too far.
54.
Error. Incorrect answer. Try again.
I want to go home! I want my mommy!
You're going nowhere until you solve the equation, pea-brain.
Hey, Alice. What are you doing still at school?
That Max, he's like not human. I used all of my womanly charms on him and he still won't let me off the punishment. All that surgery for nothing. It's not fair!
Her brain will melt before she solves that equation. We gotta put a stop to this. Looks like Max is catching up in his beauty sleep. Anyway, just in case. Uh-oh.
Stan!
You gotta disconnect Max!
So you think you can come in here and do whatever you want, you miserable insects? Max, time to wake up. What's all this noise? We'll have no trouble here.
Ah!
Get out here. I've got the problem under control, Doctor.
Apply maximum discipline. I'll take care of the other interfering wretch myself.
No! Let them go!
Soon every classroom in the city will have its own Max, and all the students will be obedient little slaves.
Let me!
That's right, struggle as hard as you like. That glass is brat-proof. I'll destroy you forever. Tell me, do you like the taste of mustard gas?
Oh no, hey, I know. Hot dog.
Maybe brat-proof, but it's not Arnold-proof. Curse you, you treacherous clone! Get out of my office. You're fired.
Whoa, Arnold. Thanks, man.
We have to get rid of Max. Mr. Braun has got to come back, right?
I'll make you pay for this, you traitor.
Whoa, go!
Huh?
I am not going to get fired by any machine. Do I make myself clear?
Chew on that, you virus-ridden piece of office furniture.
Come on, you worms, put your backs into it and don't even think about stopping. On your feet! You've got another 85 sit-ups to do before you're through. Fitness or death, boy.
How about a taste of your own medicine, bully boy?
Oh, nice work, Leslie!
Can we agree to differ on that?
Oops, I'm sorry, Charlie.
A pretty state of affairs. I come to check on our prototype, and what do I find? It's been vandalized.
Mr. Mayor, of course, this is all you're doing, isn't it?
Pesky kids, what have you done with my cyborg super teacher Z22?
Karloff, bring the cyborg back to the lab. And you, bring those two girls.
Hey, what about me, huh?
The problem will soon be solved when I inject them with this patent KH serum. They will forget everything they have seen. Everything.
I thought you said the KH serum rots the brain.
Of course. It's no different from the foods that we sell.
Aha! Ah, I see Max is feeling better again. Bravo. I'm gonna destroy all of you miserable creatures.
Forgive me, sir, but it looks like he's feeling a lot worse.
Karloff, do something!
But, Mr. Mayor, I want my mommy. Help! Ow! I want my mommy. Ow! 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 Ow!
Ah. 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 Oh!
Max, you have been a
we hear the blueprints for the cyborg super teacher Max.
You Philistines, you destroyed my masterpiece, the crowning glory of my scientific career.
Your masterpiece, huh? Says here that you used a brain from a convicted psychopath, Doctor. How do you explain that?
Uh-oh.
Karloff!
But, sir, do you know how much a kilo of fresh brain costs on the black market these days? It's a scandal, sir. A scandal.
Well, you saved our lives, so I suppose the thing is to let you go free. In return, I'd expect you to keep quiet about our little experiment.
Hold on a second. There's something else you have to do. We want Mr. Braun to be our teacher again.
I think that could be arranged.
Hey, if we're ordering a new teacher, why don't we trade up while we're about it? Pretty blonde, long legs. I didn't say a thing.
And since there's a vacancy for a school principal, I'd like to suggest Mr. Braun for the job.
Okay, but don't push your luck. You want world peace next?
And to celebrate my return to school, I'm setting you an extra special line exam. You'll have to revise advanced computing, the entire history course so far, nasal chemistry, and the elementary cloning techniques for centipedes.
I told you we should have made sure our next teacher was a blonde babe.
Drop it, Stan. I'd rather be taught by Mr. Braun than Max any day, so don't get any brilliant ideas, okay?
By the way, do you know what happened to Alice and Charlie?
Charlie couldn't come to school. He's still at home in bed, convalescing from chronic stomach cramps after doing 85 sit-ups.
Oh, my tummy! That hurts! Oh!
And what happened to the class's fashion victim, Alice Campbell?
Her brain overheated while she was trying to solve that equation.
Ooh, 50 degrees of fever. Why, that's fantastic. It's just what we need to warm us up with the heating broken down and all. Come on, Gable, it's toasty warm in here.
Get that horrible animal off me!